Wisdom shines in talks with Sri Ramana Maharshi. My comments bring this profound wisdom into your experience. Use YouTube's closed captions to read along. Now, on to Ramana and the dialogue. The disciple asks, is a man to engage in teaching his knowledge, however imperfect? To which Ramana responds, if it is his karma to do so, then it will be done. But any action needs to be done as a service, not to satisfy any egoic need. Action done as selfless service leaves you free, accumulating no karma. If it is done for you, however, for your needs or to satisfy your desires, then you'll receive the karma of the action. The next dialogue is about practice, how to deal with doubts. Ramana, as he usually does, directs the question back to its source. Doubt is just a kind of thought. Thoughts rise in the mind. Are you a mind, or are you the knower of the mind? If you're the mind, then the doubt is real. If you're not the mind, then none of the mind stuff, like the doubt, is yours. And when the mind is quiet, what happens to the doubt anyway? Next is a question about yoga. Is it necessary? Ramana says it depends on the person. That inquiry is higher, a more direct practice than yoga or breath watching, but different people have different capabilities. You must practice according to your capabilities. If you are ready to start abandoning your ego view of yourself, then inquire. If you're not, then another practice like breath watching or devotion or karma yoga should be practiced. All are steps that diminish the influence of the ego. When the ego is diminished enough, you'll be ready to abandon it and be ready to inquire. Finally, Ramana talks about discrimination, neti, not this, not this. Ramana says, no, that is not meditation. Find the source. Really, spiritual practice is all about identity. My teacher, Nomi, would ask, what do you consider yourself to be? Ramana says, find the source. Practices that calm and quiet the mind, that bring about a peaceful mind, a sattvic mind, are preliminary. Though preliminary, they're needed by most people since a sattvic mind is required for successful practice. Discrimination is the way to begin your inquiry practice. This consists of sorting out the real from the unreal, the transient from what is always there. Discrimination, though, is not the inquiry itself. Discrimination reveals, I am not this. This leads to the inquiry, since I am not this, who and what am I? This is the inquiry. Inquiry focuses on identity. What do you consider yourself to be? Discrimination informs the inquiry, since you start to see that you are not any of the changing thoughts, feeling, or the world. You must be what is always there. What is always there? This is another form of the inquiry. There is something within you that is always. What is that? Who am I? These videos help bring Ramana Maharshi's teachings into your direct experience. Subscribe now to help you deepen your understanding and practice to know the self. Just click the subscribe button.